Talk to me, to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Talk to me, to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me, to me.
Hello, everyone. This is the Majestic Talk Show. I'm your host, Latasha Morgan, board certified master Christian mental health coach, certified professional life coach, certified Christian life coach, and a whole lot of other goodies, y'all. Hey, y'all, today we have a few guests on. So our topic for today is in loving memory of my mother, Kathleen Kelly Morgan, who died on February the 15th, 2023. I have here today Tonya Morgan. She's in the studio. Say hello, Tonya.
Hello.
I have Minister Shirley Kelly, who is my oldest sister. Tell the people hello, Shirley.
Trouble with the husband.
Okay. God bless him. Also, I have my Uncle Andy on. He's on the phone. Say hello to him, and Uncle Andy.
Hello, how y'all doing?
We're blessed. Aunt
Good.
Evelyn is on the phone. She is my mother's sister-in-law, my Uncle Andy's wife, and our aunt. Say hello, Aunt Evelyn.
Hello, everybody.
We also have my Uncle Albert on the phone, my mother's sister. Say hello, Uncle Andy. Uncle Albert, sorry.
Hello, how y'all doing?
We have Anne Marie, who is my Uncle Albert's wife, my mother's sister-in-law, of course, our aunt. Say hello, Aunt Anne Marie.
Hi there.
And last but not least, we have my cousin Linda Kelly on the phone. Tell everyone hello, Linda.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
I am so happy and pleased to have my family on the show with me today. This is quite unusual, of course, but this is going to be fun, okay? So I wanted to do that because I wanted to memorialize my mom in a meaningful way. And I thought this would be a good idea and a good place to start, okay? So we're going to talk about some of the memories we have from her. We're also going to talk about how we are walking through and processing grief. We want to make sure that, as you know, whatever I do on this show is for the benefit of the people and make sure that they have something to glean from. So I want to share our experience with you all in the listening audience. So everyone, welcome to the show. And again, I am so pleased to have you all here, okay? Y'all ready?
Okay.
Ready
Yes.
to go.
So let me tell you all a little bit about my mom. Kathleen Kelly Morgan is a native of Greenwood, South Carolina, who died, like I said before, on February the 15th, 2023, at the age of 70 years old in the Spartanburg Regional Hospital. She was born and raised in McCormick, South Carolina. She is the daughter of the late Josephine Kelly Brown and the late Herbert Bill Brown, and she is also the daughter of the late Mr. Henry Price. Kathleen is the fourth child of 17 siblings and also has 10 other siblings. Kathleen graduated from Mims High School in McCormick, South Carolina, June 1972, and then later after that she married her military husband, Otis Morgan, my dad, the late Otis Morgan. Later that year, to this union, 5 children were born. She is also the grandmother of 4 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. Kathleen Morgan was employed at the McCormick County Senior Citizen Center, where she served in many capacities. She accepted Christ into her life and served him for over 50 years. My mommy enjoyed spending time with her family and friends. She loved going shopping, and Lord, she did like that. And traveling. Miss Morgan was an amazing person who loved people unconditionally, and she always encouraged people to do the same. So that's a little bit about my mom. So I want to share some memories with you all. So since Uncle Albert and Uncle Andy knew her first, let's go to you all. Uncle Andy, you can go first.
Yes. I sure miss my sister. She was an icon to me, and I love her dearly. And she was a good parent to her 5 daughters. I just, word can imagine. She was something very special to me. She was one of God's angels. And I didn't know she did anybody wrong. She loved everybody. And one day, I hope I get a chance to see all of them in my heavenly home. I'm still going through it. It's hurting me. Still, I shed a tear every day. And she was trying to help me save my sight. And I just wasn't there to save her. It hurts so bad. I love her and I miss her. So I'm going to touch on to my brother.
Yes, Kathleen, she was a true sister. I can remember back in the days when we was coming up, and she was dating and going on. Kathleen, she was a normal person, but if you rubbed her the wrong way, she would let you know. And she's a special person, which we all special, but it just something about her. It just glows, and we really don't really tell a person how much we love them till it's too late. Even though she knew we loved them, but ain't nothing like hearing it from the mouth. Love is action word. Anybody can tell you they love you, but you got to show it. And so that's what Kathleen did. She showed love. And I know in time heal all wounds. But like I said, we all gonna have to go some things. And I remember my pastor telling us Sunday, said suffering is necessary. So we all got to suffer in order to gain eternal life. And that's just the type of person Kathleen was. She was humble. She didn't talk a whole lot. And then you wouldn't know she was really hurting her. She needed anything until you just happened to go by and just see her. That's the way she was. She was one of a kind. There will never be nothing like her. So that's all I have to say.
Anna Marie, do you want to share a memory with us?
Yes, I want to share a memory with you all that your mother was a very nice, beautiful lady. Like I said, she didn't make a lot of noise. She was always a quiet person. But whatever she see me, she had very nice things to say to me. And I appreciate that. But like I said, she mostly look at you and smile. but she didn't say very much. But I really appreciate, and I really miss her. You know, we goes to the center where she's bees at. And every time, like now, I goes in there, I miss her from sitting at that desk because there's mostly when she was up on the end, she would always be there with that headphone or whatever that thing on her head. But that was her. But she did her job in a beautiful way. And I truly miss her, and I love her. All right.
How about you, Aunt Evelyn?
I know that Kathleen was a very good mother and everything. She also, with me, she was such a sweet person. And I know that I could always call her and talk with her about a lot of things. And anything that I talked with her about, I knew that it was staying there just between us two. And I didn't have to worry about the whole McCormick County or Greenwood County or whatever, knowing what we had talked about. And I love that about her, that was my go-to person if I really wanted to talk about something and knew it was just going to stay there. And I really appreciate her for that, and I loved her for that. And she wasn't well, you would say she was quiet, but if you talk to her one-on-one, she would talk to you and really give you some good advice and everything. But she was just so sweet. I can't say anything bad, and I know she was a Christian and that she loved the Lord and everything. So I feel like she's all right.
Linda?
Yes, I miss my Aunt Kathleen. She was just like a sister to me because I was raised in the home with them. And I used to talk to Kathleen every night, or either stop by her job maybe twice a week. And I said, Lean, I just stopped by to holler at you about 10 minutes. Oh, Linda, come on and stay. I said, Lean, I don't want to sit out here with you and listen to you talking about McCormick Transit. May I help you? And then I just loved it. I said, why are you always wearing that red lipstick? She said, oh, you just jealous. I said, I ain't jealous. So about 2 weeks ago, I know I miss Kathleen. 2 weeks ago, I went by the cemetery. And I said, Lean, why did you have to leave me? And Tasha and the rest of them say, did she say anything? I said, no. I said, because she had said anything, I would have took off running. They said you would have left the car. I said, I sure would. But I miss Kathleen so much. She had that beautiful smile, Lord Jesus. I just miss her. And me and her used to talk every night. And she loved her family and her children. She knows she loved her children. So y'all just keep praying for us so we can get along and meet her one day. That's it.
Tonya, what's a memory about Mom that you want to share?
Too much.
One thing.
Well, when I went to the hospital and when I came out, she took care of me. Cause ain't nobody else gonna do it, but she did it. And I thank her for it. And I thank her for being there for all of us. Cause she was a truly, really nice person. And she always telling folks she loved them. And I thank her for it.
All right. Thank you. Shirley?
I think my best memory of my mom is when I went off to college. Being the oldest, she would come, her and my grandmom, her mom, and they'd always come and bring me my favorite foods. And then, of course, she'd like to slide me a little bit of money and say, don't tell your daddy, you know. And of course, that was always wonderful being a starving college student. But during that process of being in college, I actually became pregnant my junior year. And of course, her and my dad, they took care. They were like, no, you're going to finish school. And they took care of my son, Desmond, who they basically, kidnapped from me.
I can't hear.
Is that better? They raised Desmond, and she always had a fondness for Desmond. And it really is true that once you have children, you kind of no longer matter. They become more important than you. And so Desmond always had a special place, as all of her grandchildren did. But she was able to instill in him things that I was too young to even instill or even think about instilling in him. And I am so appreciative of that. I'm also appreciative that she and my father raised us girls in church, not just in church, but to love the Lord. And I always thought, well, Mama, you need to be a preacher too, and you need to do. And she was like, look at him now. I'm going to be what the Lord told me to be. And it's so wonderful because I was able to see the balance and to see that there is wisdom in quietness, to see how a woman not necessarily submit in a subservient role, but to submit in oneness to their spouse. And I saw that during my college years and after college, I was like, oh, I'm an independent woman and we don't do that now, in the 2000s, only to find that I'm doing those same things now. Because I understand that there's wisdom in that. Because she used to say, oh, just hold on, baby. You'll see. Don't do this and think about this. And I was like, nah, we independent. We do it this way. And to see that, man, oh man, she was right. So, I really love that.
Thank you, Shirley. Y'all kind of thought we were going to have a sermon in here.
No, but I keep one in my back pocket. My bishop always tell us, be ye ready.
I'm over here tapping the thing so she can know we all have a certain amount of time here.
I'll catch you on Sunday for that one.
Oh my God. But I have a bunch of them, but one of the things I remember now and I just laugh about is how every time I got in the car from work or going to work or wherever we was going, I just love to aggravate her. Oh my, I love to aggravate her because it's so funny.
You still do that, with us.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. Keep you on your toes. You'll be okay. But anyway, I love this family being on here. But anyway, let me go ahead. I love aggravating her all the time because it would be so funny. She'll be sitting over there and I'll be, Ma. And she'll just sit there and ignore me. And then finally she'll say, what you want, girl? What you want? I calling me. You've been talking since you've been in the car. You talked to me all the way home. Shut up. And those memories like that, because we had a whole lot of laughing times, even when she would, and Uncle Albert's right, honey. She ain't take no stuff. He said she got a little better when the Lord saved her, but as she got older though, she wasn't as nice and meek as we thought she was before. Cause honey, Mama didn't take no crap. She would say exactly what she thought. So it really is true that as the older you get, the less you care about what people think. Cause I know too, she used to say I was bossy, but I guess I got it from her. So, but that's one of the funnest memories of my mom. And
not when she took her wig off and laid it in the passenger seat.
No.
That one for me wasn't.
No, because you used to do that all the time. She would take one sheet. Because I'm like, why you say it's hot? It's not. The wig isn't hot.
The wig makes it hot, baby. You just don't
Yeah,
know.
it made her hot.
Oh, wow.
But she would do that, though. She would take it off. That would be fun. If she didn't do it in the car, she would do it when she got home, and she'd just throw it on the table. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm glad to get that thing off my head. But what I also want to know is, what are you doing to cope with the grief? Tonya, you go first.
Well, I thought about her like on a place. I be talking about her all the time.
Okay, but what do you do to cope with her loss?
That's what I do, to talk about them.
Okay, that's
Try
good.
to get over. Well, not get over, but get over it.
Yeah, you never get over it because you always miss her and stuff, because I always do. And to be honest, I'm normally the one that don't do a lot of crying, because I'm like that thug kind of girl,
Girl, what is thug about you? Nothing.
Hey, you don't know. Anyway, but see, I was hard like that, so. But this one, oh my God. I be crying every time I think about. Sometimes when I just think about her, I just start crying. And so what I do is I don't stop thinking about her. I just let the crying go. I just let it out, because it's good and therapeutic for you. Shirley, what do you do?
I don't cry.
We know that.
No, not because I don't miss her.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know where she is. So for me, I don't cry, but I've had to surround myself with friends to fight the battle of oppression. Of course, our sister circle is not as close as it was. No, we gotta be real. So I've had to process that, and knowing how our mom was. So I've surrounded myself with saints that kind of won't leave me alone. They aggravate me like you were doing, mama, but in a good way.
That was good too.
They surround me really, and keep me balanced. The week before, I was really struggling, and I'm just kind of going through quietly. And you should never go through quietly. Everybody, what grief looks like for you may look different on me, but never do it alone. Never feel like you're alone. And I think that's what it was. I was believing the lie that I was alone. And so my church family saw it, and they were like, okay, And one in particular saw it and just, oh my goodness. But that's it. I don't do it alone.
I see now that every time I ask you a question, I'm gonna have to tap the time.
Look at him.
But
I'm in time.
Okay, Albert.
Yes, ma'am.
Try to get your niece. Did you?
I'm listening at her.
Now, you know my uncles, they will get me if they need to.
Okay, Albert, tell us what are you doing to cope with the grief and the loss of mom? Because I know, like, you have lost a lot of your brothers and sisters. So,
yeah, I pray about it and ask the Lord, to keep me strong and give me a peace of mind, and help us to accept things that we can't change. Because I know grief is a process, and it takes time. And like I said, in due time, in due season, I know everything gonna be all right. And, I talk to my wife sometimes, and then sometimes I ride out to the cemetery, and look at her grave and stuff, and I say, man, seems like going too soon. But it's all in God's plan. I do know we all gotta go that same way. It just behooves all of us to be ready But it's coming back. You know, and we got to leave this old place. We didn't come in to stay, so I try to, you know, just stay focused, and you know, you can't help but think about it. And, you know, like I said, Lord, keep me and give me a peace of mind, and most of all, keep my mind stayed on Him, and everything will be all right. So that's how I try to deal with it.
All right, thank you, Uncle Andy.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing to cope with the grief?
I try to keep myself busy. And I just think about the time we had together and we shared together. And I just sit back there in my room and just think, you know, about the good times, you know, that we shared. And I go out on the lake and fish. Just, you know, I was out of my mind. When I'm out there on that water, all my thoughts run together. I said, I sure miss my sister. And when I go down to the river, I pay about the cemetery. I said, my sister laying out there. Besides my mother. And when you see Kathleen, you see my mother.
Okay, thank you, Uncle Andy.
Can I just say that, you know, if you need something to do to keep you busy, my house needs pressure washing. Can you come help me?
I guess no. He said that, but Anna Marie, tell us, what are you doing to cope with the grief?
Like, and you try to stay busy. Keep yourself busy to occupy your mind. And, you know, just keep busy, because a grief is a process situation. You don't get over grief through the day, through the night, not even some years. It's a process situation. Thanks.
Thank you, Anna Marie. We only have 2 minutes left, so Evelyn, you go first for and then Linda, you go after, then so I can bring everything together and close the show. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Hey, I'll make mine very brief. The thing is, with to cope with things, I guess I just, like everybody else is saying, you really should keep yourself busy and keep yourself focused on something else and pray and ask the Lord to give you the strength to continue forward, and just you look into Him for your help, and He'll give it to you. He will give you the strength and everything to go on. Yeah.
Linda?
I pray to God that He give me strength, and then I just think about how the memories that me and her had together, and then I talk to some of my church members and some of y'all to bring through, because sometimes it get hard on me. It'll run my blood pressure, but I worry about it too much. So I just pray to God that it get better.
Okay. So the moral here is, when grief comes, one of the most important things to have is support. I feel better when I'm talking to my sisters, all of them. I also feel better when I'm talking to Uncle Abin and Uncle Andy, because they have really stepped in to make sure we really don't feel like we are orphans and stuff, you know, because both of our parents are gone. We've all learned a lot from both of those parents, but we learned a lot from my mom. I learned ministry from my daddy. I learned ministry from my mama too, because daddy taught how to minister, how to have that relationship with God, and he would actually have morning prayer with us all the time.
Lord Jesus, 4 a.m.
And you can hear him praying in the den all the time before he went to work. It would be like the house would be shaking when he prayed. He was truly an intercessor. That he taught us that. And I can truly say I understand people, y'all parents are great. And they're the best for you. But we really had the best parents for us. Because I really like how we turned out. We know God. We know how to, we're just smart. They always taught us that we can do anything we set our mind to. And they never criticized us to the point where we thought we was worthless. And they encouraged certain things in us. My daddy actually sat down with me when he was preparing for the last message he ever gave. He sat down and he let me help him with it. So that's how I learned ministry. But what we wanted you, everyone in the listening audience, to know, that when you are going through grief, talk about it. Do what you can to get through, and the best way to do that is have support. Just like my family is supporting each other on this show today. I want you to do the same. Get support. Go talk to someone. Pray. Seek God. Talk to people. It doesn't matter. Even if you cry, it's good. It's good to sit in the grief and get through it, because if not, it'll show up somewhere else in your life that you don't want to show up at. And it could turn into anger. And other things. So that's what I wanted y'all to know today. So this has been the Majestic Talk Show. I'm your host, Latasha Morgan, certified Christian life coach, certified professional life coach, board certified master Christian mental health coach, and a whole lot of other good goodies. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, all social media platforms. And we'll see you next month on the Majestic Talk Show. Have a nice night, and thank you for watching.
Talk to me, to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Talk to me, to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me. Majestic talks. Come and talk to me, to me.